Hello everyone. Got a squirmy little girl in my arms. She's just wandering around the house crying her head off. I didn't know what's going on with her. There she goes. See, I told you, squirmy. Okay, so Saturday we went out to the house and things are progressing but so slowly. And I said to the landlady, are we still planning on moving into this place on June 1st? And she said, oh no, we're not going to make June 1st. Well, I thought that was the arrangement with the person who purchased this property we're on. And apparently the landlady thinks that, well, she can just keep paying rent and it'll all be okay, but to my knowledge she hasn't made that arrangement, and she needs to make that arrangement because it's going to stress me out. Anyhow, doesn't look like we're moving by June 1st. Anyhow, I joined a Facebook group called Growing Citrus in Containers, and I have to figure out how I'm going to transplant this Australian finger lime into a pot and what the best thing is. And this one guy wrote in what his method for planting citrus trees were: in a pot, not in the ground. So I am slowly gathering up the supplies so I can do that. And I got some supplies today. I think I'm going to go ahead and transplant those 2 coffee plants into one container. And maybe they'll just keep each other company. I think one of them might be kind of on the way out, but we'll see. I've been trying to harden them off a little bit, but what I have found is because they're in these little plastic pots that the pots get really hot. Excuse me, they get hot in the sun, and that is probably frying the roots a little bit. So I need to transplant them before I harden them off more and get them into a decent container. And the same thing with the citrus tree. That's in a tall, skinny nursery pot, and just plastic, and that thing just heated up. I don't know, I hope I have not killed that thing. So far it's only dropped 1 leaf, and that's because I accidentally knocked it over and one fell off. But anyhow, hopefully I will get that transplanted soon, and hopefully it won't have too much of a what do they call it, where they just don't do real well after they've been transplanted. And it takes them a little while to recover from that. But I'm hoping, because I've kept it in its original container, that it already survived shipping okay, and then hopefully it will survive transplant okay. And I've got to have a pretty deep pot for it, because already the pot that it's in from the nursery is, I don't know, somewhere between 8 and 10 inches tall. So it's a tall, skinny plastic pot. Anyhow, yeah, that's what's going on with that. I didn't have my fig tree yet. Like I said, I'll wait till I get out there, which will be another few months. I want that fig tree so badly. But I did get some new gardening seeds, and they are Kooka Melons, which are sort of this little grape-sized fruit, a little bit bigger than a grape, maybe like 1.5 inches long, but they look like miniature watermelons. And they are not melons, and they are not cucumbers. They're just called Kooka Melons, and they're supposed to have a slight cucumber taste and a slight lime taste, somewhere in between. Anyways, let me just get out the seeds. I'll show you what the seed packet looks like. So I have my nice little alphabetical index file here of my vegetable stuff. So let's see. Here's the Kooka melon. And you can see just these tiny little things, a little bit bigger than a grape. But I'll be growing those. Those you need a trellis for because they do vine up. So yeah, I'm going to be buying some metal cages for some of the pots that we have. Oh, when we went out to the house, yeah, some of those smaller potted avocado trees are dying. And there's nothing I can do about it because the hose that was hooked up onto that side of the house, you can't even get to the faucet anymore. And the plumber was supposed to put in a new faucet, outdoor faucet, that we could hook the hose to, and that hasn't happened. So everything on that side of the house is suffering. But the guy who is staying in the house, I mentioned to him that it was suffering because I watered everything in the back. And he said, well, I'll water it for you. So hopefully that will happen. But I think some of those avocado trees are just, and that's fine. I mean, the landlady doesn't even want those pots around. And I said, no, we need those pots. I'm going to use those pots. I'll put them down by the fence if you want. They can be out of your sight and out of your way. Don't worry about it. So, and it'd be good if they were down by the fence because that would kind of block the outdoor cats from climbing up the fence and getting out into a strange neighborhood. So, yeah, interesting things with the house. And in the meantime, I finished that blanket that was cream, rust, terracotta, and green, and I shipped it off to my friend yesterday. He should have it today. And in the meantime, I mean, as soon as I had finished that one, I immediately, same day, started another one, which I should finish it tomorrow if I can ever get started on it today. And I specifically wanted to do this one in more girly colors if it gets given away to something like Project Linus, which, by the way, I did send an email to the project coordinator for the Los Angeles area. Haven't heard back yet, but maybe eventually. Anyways, so these are the colors: white, red, and pink. And as soon as I finish this one, I will start another one for my aunt. And that one will be in shades of yellow because that's her favorite color. So last night I was like, oh my gosh, do I even have a lot of yellow? And I have enough. I think I can piece it together. But then of course my yellow will be depleted, and so I'll have to put in another Michael's or Joann's order. And speaking of Joann's orders, half of, last time I showed some of my order that came in, but that was only about half of it. And so let me show you the other half. Hang on. Okay, this is the purple tones, and I ended up getting, I ordered 6 of them, 5 of them came, 1 is coming tomorrow. Then I got, this is Big Twist Tranquil, and it's like identical to Karen Simply Soft. So, but I don't know how long they'll keep the Tranquil. They come out with new brands and then they discontinue them. Anyhow, I got the color Sand Dollar, But the thing is that these skeins are 371 yards, and they are, what was it, 8, well it says, well it's pretty much 6 ounces, but that's way different than the Karen Simply Soft. So you get a lot more bang for your buck if you go with this Big Twist Tranquil. So I ordered 5 of these because I will be putting together another granny square blanket with the double strand granny squares, and I like to use these really soft ones for sewing everything together and for doing the border. So anyways, I got 5 of those. I have 2 more of these teal. I think I must have ordered 3 of them. I can't remember if I showed one in the last. This is also a Big Twist Soft, which in my opinion is not that soft. And okay, I got 2 of the purple ones in the color violet, which of course shows up blue, but it's violet. So, oh, look at this. One of my purple tones came wrapped in paper because obviously the original wrapper came off. So, anyhow, okay, great, because now I can put all these away. So, those are my current yarny projects. And I guess that's kind of about it for this video. Just a short video, just let you kind of know what's going on. And I will talk to you all later. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.